If you buy one game this year, nay, if you buy one game in your life, this is the one.
Hello everybody, this is another Justin and Max board game review. It's been a long time, but we're doing a review of Edge of Darkness.
Edge of Darkness. Look at the size of this box.
Yeah, it's like before there's a lot of cardboard pop-outs, but like before that, it was like literally 35 pounds.
Oh yeah, it was an enormous box.
Easily. And even after the cardboard, it's still like 25.
It was like picking up a baby or a child or some type.
Like a fifth grader.
Two babies, fifth graders.
Two fifth graders.
Now, this may be a little bit of a long video because there's a lot to talk about with this
Definitely.
game. And first, I'd like to start off with saying that I'm going to give it my criticisms right at the outset.
Yeah.
Okay? Here they come. Wait a minute. I don't think I have any. I think this is one of my all-time favorite games. If not, get ready for this.
The number one.
Out of all of these, I may not need to ever buy a game again. 300 and some odd games, all over the place. But you know, and I'm also going to start off with my rating and your rating too. You would think that I'm going to give this a perfect 10. I can't.
Because?
Even though it's the most fun, interesting, involving, intellectual, everything on it.
I'm going to give some backstory.
Backstory, okay.
So, not really backstory, just like some explanation.
Okay.
He has like two different sort of rankings.
I have two rankings, yeah.
Like the rating of how good the game is, and then his feelings on how much he enjoys the game, which will sometimes be completely different.
That's absolutely true. There's sometimes a game that I really understand is fantastic, phenomenal,
it's
very
a great
involved.
game, but he doesn't like it.
I ain't gonna play
Or it's
it.
an awful game, but
and I enjoy
he
it. Now this is a great game, and I enjoy it tremendously.
So your rating?
I give it a 9.90.
And you gave it number one. I'm giving it Big 10.
He's giving it a 10. I didn't see that coming because I thought yesterday when you played it for the first. Now,
I said 9.5, but then I gave it some thought.
It's an unbelievably involved, interesting.
10 out of 10, and definitely my top 5, if not top 3.
Yeah, this is a game, and you know, I'm reminded about 12 years ago or so when I first played Dominion, and we all went bananas for it. And we bought the expansions, all the expansions. You can't even see them up there.
Yeah.
But we don't play it that much anymore, occasionally, but it's still fun.
It's still a
and
good game.
I had people fly in from New York that wanted to play Dominion with me, and that's what we
We
played.
played like 35 times in a week.
Yeah, it was just amazing. That's what this is. I feel we barely have scratched the surface with this game. You can see a whole box of cards. They're both locations
And different combinations. There's like the 8 scenarios, and you can do your own.
Yep, you can do your own. They have a deck that you can do scrambled.
Since we got the
Kickstarter. We got the
Kickstarter, so we got some miniatures.
And Mom has been. Oh wait, Mom. She actually got into miniature painting.
A wonderful painting.
Unbelievable.
And we'll put some close-ups of some of her
amazing
definitely. Work right here. But as you can see,
not all of them are done.
Not all of them are done yet. Some are partially done, but like they have no paint on them.
I'll tell you why I'm giving it a 9.90 and not a 10.
Not a 999.
999. The only thing for me for a game to be perfect, it also has to have I think they call it perfect information or something.
Mm-hmm.
Zero luck involved.
Nothing to do with
no cards that
dice
no dice. I'm not. I think that the luck aspect of it. I'm not even going to give it the word luck. I mean, there is luck, but chance is that it's mitigatable. You see, I think the more I think about this game, the more I realize that every single aspect of gameplay has been deeply thought about. So you have cubes and the various player colors.
And they're really nice.
They're beautiful cubes.
They're solid plastic.
Mm-hmm. And the tower, I have to admit, when Mom bought this game, and we were fans of the John Clare game. Was it the Mystic Veil? We have a bunch of it, and I enjoy that enough.
It's not the greatest.
It's not the greatest.
I think it's in my top 20.
It's okay. Well, that's high. It's fun. It reminds me a little bit, and it's a deck builder basically, but you're card crafting stuff, and I enjoy it. And we have a few expansions. It's a good game. And I thought, we're getting another one of those, and this one has like a cube tower. I thought that was going to be sort of like, we already have that with the samurai game. What was that one? The Shogun, right? I thought it was going to be like Shogun.
Shogun a little bit.
And Shogun has like the cubes.
And some of them get stuck in there.
Sometimes, that's the idea. They get stuck in there.
It cannot get stuck, and it all comes out in 3 even stacks.
How cool is that? And there's like this idea that there's threat that's coming, and they even made the details like it looks like the blight, the monsters are kind of coming through, and it's so clever. You're making cards. You're putting together.
And the more powerful they are for you,
when you turn them around up here,
with all sorts of guys, it would become a really difficult card to defeat.
But it's also very important that you try to defeat them because you can get a lot of points.
You'll get like 6 points and a free sleeve of an advancement card. And whatever.
There's only 8 rounds. You cannot waste a turn. This is not
But then, you can't waste a turn, but there are many turns that feel like you're wasting.
Oh, totally. You're like, I only got like 1 or 2 things I can do.
Because it's like placing 2 guys out on a place,
It's planning ahead.
The War Council, which will be able to get a hunt next turn.
Mm-hmm.
That feels like a waste of a turn, but it's not.
Don't
be afraid to take a turn to just put a couple guys out and maybe the War Council or
one of the other places. It's about planning ahead, but it's also tactical in the sense that the cards that are coming up in the street, you'll know what's going to be available for you the next round. That then you have to figure out, all right, this is my plan. This is what's in the street. And maybe sometimes your strategy
gets mitigated because someone used your blank citizen
right.
and now put it in your guild hall, and now you have a dumb citizen.
But at least you can then fill up your card, because then you'd have it for the next round.
Fill up your card, get more points, have it for the next round.
That to me, that's
or
really
use it as the attack.
Some people have commented that they didn't see a lot of interaction. There is a lot of interaction,
but
in a subtle way.
But no direct interaction.
Right, exactly. You may use someone else's card, you pay them for it, but then it goes to their guild.
Which could be good or bad.
Right, they might wanted that card, maybe they didn't.
Maybe I want this one. Nope, you're too many cards. And then there's ways of getting more cards in your hand. So there's just...
The artwork.
Oh.
The artwork is top notch.
Yeah,
top notch.
You just zoom in on this.
Mm-hmm.
Just look at that art.
And the art.
Detail.
Yep. And on the cards as well, what they call contacts.
Yeah. It's so good.
Now, when you're playing a usual deck builder, normally you get a card, you say, I've got like $3 and whatever. I'm going to buy that card, and you put it in your discard, and then you hope it comes back.
There's no buying cards.
No, there's no buying cards. You choose a role. Now that is, I'm not going to say this game is derivative at all. It's not. It feels totally fresh. But there is a game. Hold on. Max is just getting a drink. There's a game called Eminent Domain. It's a few years old. Really fantastic card game. And in this game, during your turn, you get to choose a role. You pull a card from the central area, and you're guaranteed you'll get to do that role. And then other people can follow you. That's the idea of this one. In this game, you're not buying a card. You get to insert, you get to add to something that you already have for your hand, and your hand is really small. So once you've added it, then you get to play that role. So you're never going to get blocked out for the most part from something that you want to do. The issue is there's so many different cards. There's only 10, which reminds you of like games like Dominion and things. Oh yeah, you have an incredible amount of replayability with this game. What I meant to say is that during the game, there's 10 cards.
Yes.
And that now you haven't played Eminent Domain. But this idea that you get to choose something and you get it that turn. You don't have to wait.
It's like...
You don't have to buy it. That's what I want to do. Now I get to do that action. You're setting things up. It reminds me of one other game. I'm going to bring out another one that's also wonderful. The game is Trois. However you pronounce it, right? This game... there's a lot of similarities I see between this game and Trois. This game, there are just a handful of cards come out, and you think, oh, I want to do that, and I want to do that, and I want to do...
Wait.
You're only going to get to do a few things because you have to manage what you're doing on your turns.
I'm going to do that, but then I also need to do that for the next turn, and then I can maybe wait, then I could calculate.
You see? This is a heavy Euro game. I think on BGG, they rated it like a 3.2 in terms of its weight. I give it a 4 easy.
4.
A 4. I think people think, oh, it's going to be like Mystic Veil, where you get a card, you put it, you sleeve it. You have to think and plan it. The other aspect, I'm getting ahead of myself. The other aspect that reminds me of Trois for people that like this game as well, is that there are the enemies that are attacking from outside, and you have to defeat them as well as doing the things that generate points for you other ways. This game, if you ignore the enemies that are coming through, you're not going to win. I mean, I'm sure maybe there is.
You have to hunt and you have to defend yourself if they happen to have 7 or more in one of them.
And you might not have to defend if you think that someone else is going to get messed up by it. So the issue is that sometimes you want to defend because you see that
it's going to either be your color or black.
And you can get a few points by defending.
But then you can hedge your bets by not defending, saying like, my threat zone has 4 purple. I'm red.
Yeah, let it happen to the other person. So there is that little bit of... You can sleeve cards, making them your own. So you can take neutral cards. You can't take another person's card away from them, though. Exactly. You're aligning yourself with somebody else. Yeah, you can't cover up that one. At least in the game, at least what I know in the game, there might be an expansion or something like that. That might be an idea where you get to steal someone's card. Are you going to sleeve cards? Going for sleeving. Are you going to go for...
It's expensive.
It's expensive. And there's different ways of doing it depending on what cards are out. Are you going to be going for hunts, which also could be difficult to build up depending on what's out there? Are you going to go for defense? Are you going to move your guys? Are you going to try to recruit your guys? You like that? That's the first player token. Mom has not painted that one yet. So I've played it now 4 times. I've played it the first 3 scenarios of the first tale.
And I gave it a 10.
After 1 play.
And placed it my 3rd all-time game. 1 play.
1 play. That's the kind of game.
Basic.
If you buy 1 game this year, if you buy 1 game in your life, this is the one. I can't imagine replacing this ever. We have so many games, and I enjoy so many of them.
How much would it take for you to sell this game?
To sell this game?
I'm assuming enough to buy another one?
Yeah, basically that. Plus, we've personalized it. Mom's painting them. It's going to be great. We bought the first expansion with it, which has other cards, even more cards.
Ooh.
And it also, to me, thematically, everything makes sense.
Like, it makes sense with, like, the different people and how they can turn to the dark side of the Force.
Right, yes, exactly.
Star Wars reference, check. But then, like, with the breaking out of the building, the doors differently, and each of them having to attack.
And even how the locations interact with...
This one, the Watchtower Lookout helps you defend.
Yes.
Because it's looking out for the monsters coming in.
Exactly. You're up there you've gone into the street and you've recruited some people to say, hey, can you watch out on the tower for my group or whatever? Even though there's these different colors, there's no asymmetry, which I could see maybe in the future. I don't know if they ever develop that. That there's special powers for each different faction.
There might be.
Maybe. There are many rules in the game that are easily overlooked. You have to learn the process. You get your cubes, you count the numbers, you put them over there.
Then you get more cubes
you get more cubes here. Then you throw them into the tower. The things shift down.
And then attacks happen. Then you get all of them.
Right, you have to see what attacks, where the cubes go. So there are some mechanical aspects of the game that are way more difficult than a game like a Dominion. Yeah, I don't even know why I keep on comparing this to
Dominion.
There's no similarity to this at all. And to be honest,
besides like the 10 cards thing.
Besides the 10 cards. And to be honest, there's no similarity between this and Mystic Veil.
There's no
besides
similarity
the sleeving aspect
besides like the physical components, but the actual gameplay has nothing to do.
Let's put it this way: if Mystic Veil is like an airplane that flies, and this game also flies, this one goes to Mars. Very cool game.
This one.
This takes the cake. This takes the cake. It's strategic. It's tactical. It's fun as heck. It's beautiful on the thing. There's nerve-wracking moments where, I hope it doesn't go on. Someone killed the guy that someone defeated a ghost that you wanted to.
That's what my plan was, but I could kill this guy and then I could do that.
You also, we overlooked this the first few times. Some of the cards, even on the backs of them.
This one.
That one, that's it.
This one says, when revealed, the players with the least unsleeved allegiance slips gains 1 point.
So, sometimes when a blight comes out,
whoever has the most of these still in their possession gains 1 point if
that comes out. So you have to even look carefully when like a blight character comes out because there's a few of them that do. I think this is the only one in this game, but I saw a couple others I believe in some of the other cards. So there's a lot of this little details that you have to find.
But overall, a rating, or is there something you guys want to talk about? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
There's numbers on these.
There's numbers on these. These count. This allows you, because your turns are so complex, and you have to think ahead so many turns.
You're allowed to like put these on like the first one you did, the second one, the fifth one in this case.
Of the various actions that you get to do.
But basically, what we do is we just physically, it doesn't matter which one, just to say like I did that one.
Yeah, I mean I didn't really care. Like,
but it's still.
I could still see why.
I can see why someone, or planning ahead and putting that there before you.
The one thing going into this game that people have to realize: you have 8 turns. And you're going to get minimum like 24 cards. You could throw away cards to get other actions and stuff like that.
You're going to get 20.
You have to plan things out a couple rounds ahead. Yes.
There will be like so the first round's sort of like a build up, plan, attack, plan, attack, plan, attack.
Use your resources, your money, your influence, your
saves.
Yep. You have to really figure out what it is that you're going to do, and you can get messed up. Great game. I would buy it if I were you. Not like after the video's over. You should already have the button pressed to buy this game.
Like you should already be clicking.
You should have shut this video off and add to cart.
If you're watching this video right now and you have it clicked add to cart in like order or whatever, go do that now. Please.
Do that now. So Max and I agree on this one basically 100%, and I'm very thrilled to be doing this with you.
I can see.
It just seems you have your little guys. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Dude, we're done. Yeah. Double handshake.
9.95 is the Justin and Max official rating of Edge of Darkness.
Da 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 da.